New concerns over SeaQuest. Thank you for joining us. I'm Nina Porciuncula. SeaQuest has quickly become a popular place for Las Vegas families, but former employees, animal advocates, and veterinarians say the interactive aquarium at the Boulevard Mall has a dark side. 13 Chief Investigator Darcy Spears exposes what critics call a trail of dead animals in pursuit of profit.
This video, shared with 13 Investigates, shows a SeaQuest otter crying in a crate, its paws raw and reddened. By the next time the vet saw her, the animal had died.
And it was just heartbreaking.
Gina Grayson of Nevada Voters for Animals obtained this May 2018 necropsy report for the otter, which says the stress of shipping to Vegas, introduction to a new environment, and caging during construction may have caused fatal cardiac consequences.
And it was really disgusting to kind of see how these animals are pretty much made into attractions and just numbers on a sheet. And so when one died, it was just replace it with another one.
Former employees Chris Stansell and Mark Heller left SeaQuest in 2017 over animal welfare concerns. They say the recent otter death is par for the course.
Originally, there was a larger octopus, and something happened overnight where the temperature switched and it literally cooked alive and burned to death in its own water.
When it died, they just replaced it with another one and then pretended like it never happened. And then that one died, and then they just replaced it with another one.
These pictures they took when they worked at SeaQuest show a sump room wall covered in black mold, a dead turtle they say was left to rot for days in the koi tank, and a bug-infested drain in the aviary where birds drank and bathed before interacting with guests.
You just peel back some of the layers and look that this for-profit aquarium, that these animals are just disposable. And no one seems to care. There are 3 agencies that oversee SeaQuest, and no one tracks the number of animals that die.
The USDA says SeaQuest must maintain records of animal deaths, but doesn't have to report them to anyone. The federal agency inspects and regulates minimum standards for things like cages and lighting. The Nevada Department of Wildlife just handles permit paperwork. Clark County Animal Control has the most direct oversight.
People did call animal control on them, and animal control did come more than once, and they did absolutely nothing when they came, which was also a shame.
Animal Control has been documenting complaints and concerns ever since SeaQuest opened, but the only citation they've issued came in October 2018 when this capybara escaped and was badly injured. Animal Control records show it was being transported in a dog carrier with stripped latches in an open-bed SeaQuest pickup truck with a tailgate that also didn't latch properly. Animal Control wrote, "It is a public safety issue to not have proper transport equipment in place for the wild animals." SeaQuest was fined $100. Other animal control records dating back to February 2017 note visibly sick lionfish left on public display, dirty water in the octopus and starfish tanks, and birds going bald. A month earlier, Animal Control found excessive feces in the overcrowded parakeet enclosure, sick and dead garden eels, and dirty freezers oozing an unknown substance.
But for whatever reason, they just haven't taken the necessary action.
They're doing something now. Animal Control wouldn't talk to us on camera for this story because of its open investigation. One they just closed involves 2 employees who were bitten and scratched by a coati mundi on February 9th. The other involves these.
Specifically, that was one of our concerns, is that there would be breeding.
Clark County Code prohibits SeaQuest from breeding. Animal Control told me SeaQuest's exotic permit is currently under review as part of an active investigation. Despite the direct violation of their permit, SeaQuest sent out a press release on Valentine's Day about the baby otters being available for selfies with the public and for up-close interactions at $20 a pop in the spring.
They're just trying to crank out annual memberships, which the employees all have quotas on, which I know because I was in guest services. And they're interested solely in revenue and not the welfare of the animals, from what I've seen.
I've been working diligently to get answers from SeaQuest, talking back and forth with CEO Vince Cavino, even emailing a detailed list of questions and concerns, but he would not go on camera. Instead, the company just sent a statement saying, "We at SeaQuest care deeply about the animals and the environment and take the necessary steps to meet all local and state guidelines. Routine veterinary care and ongoing employee education are part of the protocol to operate the facility." You can read the full statement on ktnv.com. Darcy Spears, 13 Investigates.